The goal of the Unity Project is really to try to draw attention to the fact that we obviously have disagreement in this country, and that's actually not anything new, but the extent of the disagreement is gotten, in some sense, out of hand. So what we've done is we've put together the Vanderbilt Unity Index, which is an effort to measure what's going on in the country, how unified we are, to provide a barometer to politicians, to our leaders, to policymakers, and to the general public.
So the Vanderbilt Unity Index, or the VUI, is an initial attempt to subject a vague term to rigorous statistical analysis. Our hope is that this then provides a roadmap to future leaders to increase unity within the United States.
So with that in mind, and with the various efforts that the Unity Project has undertaken, it dawned on Mary Catherine and myself that we need to measure this. We need to try to find a way to tackle what exactly unity is.
The VUI has 5 component measures: strong presidential disapproval, ideological extremism, social trust, congressional polarization, and the frequency of protests. The VUI continually decreases over time. During the early period, it usually sits in the high 60s, low 70s, and then reaches a high point in the lead up to the Gulf War. It then continues to decline, reaching another high point, though, in the aftermath of 9/11. We see continual decline, particularly around the Charlottesville protests.
The surprising thing is that the lows are not as low as I thought they might be, and the highs are not as high as they might be. Again, putting in a context that we're never unified, we should expect disagreement, and it's just a matter of the extent of the disagreement. That's one thing we want to try to do, is to identify additional evidence that can leverage further unity, but gives us that context.
I think incorporating some sort of dimension of rhetoric, or how Americans kind of trust and engage with democratic institutions, would be a really valuable addition. I think we have a tendency to only look at kind of what's happening in front of us right now, and by looking back 40 years, we can hopefully contextualize the current events of today and kind of put it in a larger historical perspective.
We want to guard against just being upfront ideological about stuff. We really have to have fidelity to the evidence, to the historical record, and with that then we will find a better path forward, because no ideology has the right answers. In fact, if you let ideology be your guidepost, you're going to be wrong about half the time. If you let evidence be your guidepost, you're not going to be perfect, but you're going to be way above 50%. And that's the important point.